everybody. Jason, Pete, Hollis Farms. Headed over to Mississippi. Check on the loggers. I believe they have just got one more load. This little clear cut that they're doing. And, Pete, get that, I think they moved just a little bit of their equipment out late yesterday evening. And get that one load loaded this morning, and then they'll move the other. And we're going to a different spot this morning, sometime today, and they're going to start thinning on it. It's pretty big timber, but it's just going to be thinned and not clear cut. Clear. Can't talk, not clear cut. So get out here and kind of see what they got going on, and then see what we can get into. Come on, we gotta go. Come on. What are you doing? Huh? Alright, they got some of their equipment up here getting ready to move. Looks like it rained a little bit more than I thought it did down here. We had to go check it out. Stop by this field real quick to see how the chemical's doing. It's knocking it on back. Like I said, some of these fields we may have to clip, but we just have to keep an eye on them. About let it get too tall. Look like I got good coverage though. Got her knocked out. It's got a little bit right there left to load, a little bit over here. Do a little cleaning with the bulldozer. Looks like everything held up pretty good and it did a good job. Missed the last few days on this. Me and Sissy was gone out of town. Pretty clean, did a pretty good job. Weather did good on us. Looks like we got a little rain last night, but I don't think it's going to be enough to hurt anything if they'll come on. Go check on some more of our fields and see how this spray's doing. Starting to knock back. Y'all can see some of that grass turning a little yellow. I think it's going to turn out alright. Y'all can see the line down through here where I sprayed. It's starting to turn pretty good on us. Some of this taller stuff's going to be kind of tough. Like I said, we may have to clip some of it, but we can just run right through it. It won't be hard to cut at all. Well, it's a lot of clover out there. That Roundup looks like it's putting a whooping on this field. Knocking her on back. Alright, so the loggers are finishing up and fixing to straighten up a little bit where they're working and get ready to move to another little section where it's going to be a thinning. And me and Pete's got to go pick up some chemical because we got to get back to spraying. Ain't got just a ton left, but we do. We got a lot. Got to spray everything in Alabama, but ain't a whole lot left here. Still got to get me a tank for my sprayer, or either I'm going to haul the tractor back and spray in Alabama with the big tank. We just have to see how all that works out. Did I say me and Pete had to go pick up some chemical? I can't remember if I did or not, but we had to have a snack too. Ooh, don't that look good? Coming out with the loader. On to the next spot. Alright, I think they we're out here clearing this load Like that right there is an old loading pad. Every time we use a loading pad, we leave it. And when we come back in here logging, thinning, clear cutting, whatever, we got all these loading pads marked. Of course, we can see them and know where they're at. You just come in here with a dozer and skim it off and go to work instead of having to make a new one. It's just easier to leave it that way. When we figure out a good place to work, that's where we work every time. I can see where he's tracked the dozer in there. I'm right behind him. I'm not sure how much he got done yet. Where he's cleaning this pad off and they're getting ready to start. Oh, Pete ready, ain't he? Pete's a man. I don't know if I mentioned it, but most of this is going to be like second thinning. Some pretty big stuff in this stuff. We're going to probably cut it back to about a 60 basil, get some daylight on the ground, get her burnt. He's working with the dozer right there. They've grown up pretty good. Pretty big loading area too. I'll go in here and see if they're trying to bring the loader and all in from the main road. Yeah, they're trying to bring her in right there. Loader and everything, cutter, coming this way. Some big trees in here. We was bush hogging this fire lane right here on one of the videos not too long ago. Gonna clean her right up though. It's gonna take a little time. Little cat dozer getting a workout today. Alright, so here's what we're fitting to do now. Me and Pete's up on the John Deere 6330. All the equipment's pretty much out. So it's not bad at all, but I'm gonna grade this road up. There's a few pretty rough spots before it gets too hard and dries out too hard again. We're gonna try to grade it up a little bit. Shouldn't be any more traffic down through there unless we own the tractor or the Ranger or something. I generally like grading and stuff with the 5065. I like grading with an open tractor, but we're gonna be alright right here. Doing a good job. She's gonna slick off. It ain't bad at all. Like I said, I got a few spots that are pretty rough. That field we got rained on, I'm gonna have to spray again. I think that's the only one that I lost the chemical on. One good thing about it, it's cool up in here. I promise you it's cool. This one's got the loader on the front too, just in case we need to move a little something around. Them folks that come down here, whoa, about got in the ditch. Oh, a lot of this gravel's up on the edge from where the trucks come around these curves. I kind of stress to these folks, I mean, I'm not going to ask them to do it. They drive their trucks in here, but I try to make a point. Y'all don't hardly ever see me riding around on these roads in the truck. I mean, I might hop in them and do a little bit during turkey season, but I try to stress to them about taking care of these roads, because I run down them on a tractor. These roads ain't used for trucks. Mostly all they're used for is Rangers or tractors. That's why they stay in such good a shape. And that's the way I like to leave them. I don't like a bunch of truck traffic on these roads. We have to when we're logging, but I use my Ranger. I know they can't do that, but that's why they stay in such good shape. Like I said, it gets dry during turkey season. I'll run around a little bit. But mostly all I'm going to do is run around on the Ranger. We'll get a little lazy sometime during turkey season. I wasn't even pointing right. I'm trying to look both ways. I need a GoPro mounted in here and I ain't done it. Kind of got aggravated at my GoPros. I do like the view, and I'm going to use them some more. That's what I use when I'm racing, but boy, it ain't nothing no more aggravating to do a whole video and get to editing it and hadn't got any audio. But I do like the view of them. I'm going to work on some more of that a little bit later, but I like this camera. Got very good audio. This tractor right here's got a little buddy seat in it. Peter get used to it, he'll stand on that instead of sitting in my lap where it works. The biggest thing, in my opinion, to keeping a road in good shape is keeping the water off of it. It just made me a little turn off right there, hoping that water that comes around this curve will shoot right down in there. It did. It's got a big culvert right there. I think we're gonna be all right. Kind of trying to get a little wide right here. Make the road just a little bit wider and keep that water over in this ditch. When they got here with the dozer, we had a little wet spot here, and he fixed that for me a little bit where that water would get on out of here, and it's been draining. The old road held up pretty good considering all the traffic. It's gonna slick back off. I may eventually have to get a little gravel in here, but like I said, we don't get on them if they muddy. Alright, now we're going back down the other side. I just went past where they was turning in right here just a little bit. Got a little piece right up here I got to straighten up, starting to wash a little bit. Little piece right there. And leave that right now and work on this main part here. I meant to tell y'all a while ago I was going to finish spraying today, but it's gotten so windy. I went and got, me and Pete went, after we got that biscuit, got our chemical. Just a little windy today. I don't like just a ton. And this right here, I wanted to get this road graded, but it's just in the right stage right now to grade it. If it gets much drier, it'll just be a little hard to work with. I mean, it's just rolling perfect right now. We just have to watch it as it rains and make sure we ain't got no water cutting across it and all. If we have to do a little more work, we will, but I'll wait till a day that's not quite as windy. And by next spraying I got to do it early, because if we've been getting any rain, it's been popping up in the afternoon. So happy with the road. A lot of this old gravel was pushed out to the outside of the road as them trucks coming in and out. We'll pull her back in though. Still got a little bit on the outside left there. I'll let y'all, we make a pass down the middle here. We're going to let it rain on it and watch it, let it dry on out. See how this water moves on it. He was sitting in his little seat a while ago, but he ain't want to now. What are you whining about? Huh? Whining baby. We got somebody behind us that's coming to look at doing some site prep on some dozer work. Pete wants to meet him. Whining. Pretty happy with how the road's turning out. Basically just 3 passes. I'm going to hit a little bit of this right on this hill, an extra time or two to try to slick it on off pretty good. Had a couple of pretty big ruts right there. Gonna try to get them right there slicked off pretty good. I hope I got that water going the right direction. The water will stay off of it, we'll be all right. Had one little low spot right on this side that was holding water, but I believe it's going to come on down through here now. And it's been washing across right here. I hope I got it to where it gets on off there now. I think we're going to be all right. All right. Ride down through here in a Cadillac now. I mean, that baby is... This water will do what I'm hoping it'll do. We're going to be all right. We may have to slick it up just a little bit more after the next rain. I don't want to do too much. Kind of got that water off the side, kind of doing what I wanted it to do in most spots. So I don't want to dig into it too hard. For the most part, it's looking pretty good. Got one more spot where we've had some water running over the road from some culvert and stuff. I'm gonna try to go work on real quick, and then we got to go check on these loggers. All right, got one little spot right down here that's got two big culverts, and it's a lot of water that flows down through here. So I'm gonna start. Got the blade down, try to steal me some dirt and gravel, and I can get a little bit from the side that's washed and see if we can't slick this back off. All right, I was able to steal me a little bit of gravel and dirt from over there on the side. I'm gonna push a little of it back down in here. Then we're gonna see if we can't get this baby slicked off a little bit. I believe it's gonna be all right. Washed a bunch off my culvert here. We're gonna make this work, y'all. If I can operate this camera and this tractor at the same time, and Pete. Got our hands. These roads ain't messed up and smooth. As long as they good, I ain't messing with them. But I am gonna come back up here to the top of the hill and work our way back down there to that one. All right, let's work down here towards this rough spot, these two culverts, see what we can get her looking like. This ain't too bad grading with this big tractor. You just kind of got to pay attention. It's rough right there. We're gonna fix that though. Man, it's gonna take a few passes. That's rough. I've been beating myself to death over it for months. We're gonna fix that though. That's looking pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way back up the hill. Alright, let's see what this is gonna do. Just gonna drop her down and let her eat. We are eventually going to have to put some bigger pipes, bridge or something across here. So much water flows from up there. Right there's working pretty good. We're going to be able to break the Cadillac down here when we get done. Oh yeah. I don't really want to carry all this dirt back up the hill. I'm going to drop a little up and carry it back down there. Alright, it's coming together. Not too bad. I'm stealing a little much right here, but we're gonna slick her off this time. Alright, I got us, this is lunch for today, a Diet Mountain Dew, some Ritz crackers, and a crunchy oats and honey bar, whatever you want to call it. Let's go eat this and go check on the logger. We're gonna see how fast we can go down this place we just fixed too. Alright, I am running 23, 24 miles an hour. Let's see how this does. That wasn't bad at all right there. I believe we did some good. Pete, what do you think? Oh, Pete, he kind of likes these Ritz crackers. He's ate about half of these jokers. Watch him flip it up. Ha! Old Pete's a mess, ain't it? Tear it up, boy. Looks like they just getting started. They're gonna go in there and start thinning, and then we'll have to look at it and make sure they like it. And some good sized trees right there. They surprised me at how big they look when they start getting on the ground. Getting started. Big trees for a thinning. I can see the daylight there, and then we'll get over there, it ain't no daylight. Gotta get that daylight down to the ground. We got some briars going for these deer. Hope they don't lay that down on us. starting to be able to see how he's thinning it now. By tomorrow we'll be able to really see a lot of daylight on through them trees out through there. Looking good. Right there graded up pretty good. Alright, y'all, had a pretty good day today. Loggers got done in one spot, got them moved and started to the other. Got the road graded up pretty good, pretty happy with that. Hope this rain will hold off a little while, a few days, where we can get that kind of packed back in. I got to do some looking for some hogs. I hadn't found any lately, which is a good thing, but I know there's still some there. I just gotta get a little more serious and find out where they are. We'll see if we can't move a trap or something. Still got to get the trap from over at Mitts and hadn't done that yet. Just busy. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.